Hello, everyone, and welcome to Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. In the news, registered Hopkins County voters may cast ballots on Tuesday, Election Day, at any of the designated voting centers throughout the county. Voting will be taking place from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and there are 6 different elections. All registered voters who did not vote early may cast ballots for 10 proposed amendments to the Texas Constitution. Voters in Cumbie city limits will be voting in a mayor election Tuesday at Cumbie City Hall. Running for mayor are Doug Simmerman and also Ryan Horn. There's also a city council election for places 3, 4, and 5 in Cumbie. Incumbents Guy Butler, Betty McCarter, and Julie Morris are all running unopposed. Voters in Cumbie ISD will be voting in a $6.2 million bond election that will go for improvements to the elementary campus, career and technology, ag buildings, and moving the football field. Voters in Hunt and Hopkins County may vote in designated voting locations in those counties, and again, that is in that Cumbie ISD election. Hopkins County residents who live in voting precincts 1, 8, and 36, we're told that's in south central Hopkins County, can vote for or against a change dissolving the Lake Fork Water Supply Corporation to form a Lake Fork Special Utility District. The voters may also select from a list of candidates the ones that they want to serve 1-year, 2-year, and 3-year terms as directors in that district. Voters in the North Hopkins ISD can cast ballots in a school election, and there are 7 candidates running for 3 spots. Voters in the city of Sulphur Springs will also be voting for Proposition A. It designates $200,000 per year for 20 years in economic development funding that will go for improvements at Pacific Park and toward building a new senior citizen center. And you can check out the KSSTradio.com website for additional election details. Como-Picton High School was well represented at the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis this past week. 2 received medals recognizing their achievements. Presley Cummings earned a medal for the Dairy Cattle Handlers Contest. Brianna Bowen, a 2018 Como-Picton graduate who's in her 2nd year at Tarleton State University, received a national finalist medal for placing in the top 4 in dairy production proficiency in the nation. Bowen is also an American degree recipient. A total of 6 Como-Picton FFA students attended that national FFA convention. In sports, the Lady Cats volleyball team had a playoff warm-up game Friday at home against Paris, and the Lady Cats won 2-1. Score was 20-25, 25-18, and 25-20. The Lady Cats will play Hallsville in a by-district match Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. at Tyler Junior College. I talked with Lady Cats coach Bailey Dorner Monday morning, and we talked first about that warm-up game.
It was good for us. We'd been practicing, and so it's good to have a warm-up game where you just don't go through the monotony of practicing and you actually get to play someone. And Paris is a good competitive team. I see them making a long run in the playoffs, but they were good, and we've been working on some things in practice, some different strategic things, and the girls are getting better about seeing the court, and so Friday was just a chance for us to work on those things that we had been working on in practice.
I know they've been hard in the gym in practice, so they probably kind of enjoyed something a little bit different, competitive, and everything.
Yeah, especially, they worked hard Wednesday and Thursday on some new stuff, and so then the chance to do that in a game, and it worked out well. It was exciting for them to see, hey, I've been busting my rear end all week, and it's paid off. So
Now we play a team that we used to be very familiar with just a couple of years ago, a district team. What do you know about Hallsville this year?
I know they're athletic. They have a really good setter. She plays all the way around. They have a really athletic middle that's kind of like their go-to girl. She also plays all the way around. So they've got some tall girls, but we've been watching film on them, been scouting, so I think we've got a good game plan set up for against them.
Bigger they are, harder they fall, right?
Exactly.
Now, they're a 30-win team, and the thing that impressed me, it looked like they lost their first district game and then proceeded to win, like the next 13 in a row in district.
Yeah, they're on a winning streak for sure. They bounced back after that first win, and so they're kind of coming into this game a little bit different than we are. Our last in the season, our last round wasn't too great. We lost more games than I think we won, and so it's a little bit different from both sides of us.
All right. And your first playoff game, you've been involved in softball, but as you mentioned, it's just a little different when you're the head coach.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. The girls are excited. A lot of my girls have never been in a playoff situation before. A lot of them, they're new to the varsity level, and so I know they've got some nerves, but also a lot of excitement.
All right. I know they'll play well for you.
Yes, I sure hope so.
The Lady Cats basketball team had their first and only scrimmage of the season Saturday morning at the main gym at Sulphur Springs High School. It was the first opportunity for Lady Cats' second-year head coach Brittany Tisdale to evaluate players in game situations. The Lady Cats JV scrimmaged Saltillo and Emory Rains, and they had an intra-squad game. Varsity played Commerce, Saltillo, and Emory Rains. Lady Cats varsity got by Commerce by 1 point, but then dropped scrimmage games against Saltillo and Emory Rains. Each of those games was 20 minutes long. 10 Lady Cats played for the varsity on Saturday, including White House move-in sophomore Hannah Cordell, senior Kate Womack, senior Colbria Harrison, senior Latavia Smith, and freshman Kinsey Willis. 5 of the varsity players also played with the JV on Saturday: sophomore Jasmine Taylor, junior Delaney Miles, freshman Addison Wall, freshman Serenity Lewis, and sophomore Bailey Large. Some of the Lady Cats played Saturday after only 3 days of practice after the end of their sub-varsity volleyball seasons. The Lady Cats open the regular season this coming Saturday against Mineola. That game will be in the Sulphur Springs Middle School gym, and it will start with a JV contest at 9 a.m. and then the varsity game to follow at around 10:15 or so, again Saturday, and again moving to the Sulphur Springs Middle School. And that's Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. Thank you for joining me, and so long, everybody.